If we want to write shell scripts, we need to understand how the shell processes the commands. Between the moment in which we press enter here and the execution of that command, the shell follow a series of follow some steps, transforming that command into the final command that will be executed. So well, we need to know what's happening here because it will be very useful when programming shell scripts. So the first step is I'm going to use that order. With this order, I'm telling the shell that prints the command, the final transformation of the command before executing it. So for example, if I do that, okay, here I can see this is telling us this is the command that will be executed. So this is the final command that will be executed, and this is the output of the command. And this is the subshell. It has two plus here, so we will say subshells later. But the important thing here is that this command, through a series, through some steps, is transformed in this command that will produce this output. So we will see what's happening here and what are the steps that the shell does before executing the command. The first step followed by the shell is to split the command in tokens. So for example, if we enter that command, okay, the shell will split the command. It will search for some characters, some separator characters, in this case the space. So it will break the command at these points. And what the shell will really see is a list of tokens. Echo, this is a command. That's what the shell sees. And it will recombine this later to produce the output. So for example, in this case, okay, the command is not transformed. Okay, you can see this is the command you enter. This is with the plus here, this is the final command produced by the shell, and this is the output. So in this case, it's the same. It seems that the command has not been split in token and built again from that tokens. But what happens if we add, for example, some spaces here? Yes. What do you think this command will output? Okay, let's try. It's the same as before. And if you take a look, the final command produced by the shell is the same in both cases. Why? Because the tokens, okay, the shell split the command here, and in this case, the shell split the command here, and the extra spaces are not taken in account. So in both cases, the command is the shell is. This is what the shell sees. Is a command. Okay. So they will produce the same output. That's because this step, that split and reorganizing, reforming, rebuilding the command again, done by the shell. But for example, if we put some quotes here, okay, then this won't be split by the shell. We will talk more about quotes later, but in this case, you only have two tokens, echo, and this is a command. And if I run this, okay, you can see this is different than this. and the output is different too. Okay, so take this in account because it's a common error to add some spaces here and get mad at the cell because it's not taking the spaces in account. If we want to take more than one space in account, if we don't want the cell to split something in tokens, we need to use quotes. We will talk about quotes in another video. So this is the first step: split the command.